What we just saw tonight was a vintage Caitlin Clark performance. 22 points, 9 assists, 47% from the field, 44% from 3. And by far the best player on the floor, Caitlin Clark just had a fantastic game against the Valkyries. And it was a game where early on the Valkyries were whooping the Fever. They looked better in every single way. They were strong.
What we witnessed this evening was Caitlin Clark's classic demonstration of genius. She scored 22 points, dished out 9 assists, shot nearly 50% from the field, and controlled the game's tempo. She was without a doubt the most powerful player on the floor during the intense, high-stakes game between the Indiana Fever and the Golden State Valkyries.
Chippy moment with Salaun at halftime that led to the double text.
I was just trying. Oh, did I get a technical? Oh, no way. Oh, it just makes sense for the refs tonight, so I'm not surprised. Wow. Wow, I could have got ejected. I should have been a little safer in the second half. Okay, well, guess I have some fines coming my way. And a flagrant. Wow. Well, the refs were interesting, but I'm not going to say anything else because obviously I got probably $1,000 worth of fines coming my way, but I was just trying to get the rebound and I didn't know I got a technical foul, but thanks.
The Valkyries appeared to be in perfect control for the first several minutes. They moved faster, played with more force, and completely dominated Indiana on both ends. The Fever seems completely gone. That is, until one hotly contested play changed the course of events and caused a complete frenzy on the internet.
It seemed like they were going to confidently win this game from the sample size of the first half. But you got to see the Indiana Fever resilience, and you got to see Caitlin Clark rally her team back. But more than that, you got to see that Caitlin Clark ain't no daggone chump. One thing that we've been seeing since Caitlin Clark came into the WNBA is that when she plays against these new teams, bench players start playing like starters because they want a piece of that Caitlin Clark pie. They want the media attention, the notoriety that comes with playing against Caitlin Clark. And in this game, it was
Janielle Salaün appeared to catch Caitlin Clark with a purposeful, forceful elbow during a heated possession. Online viewers went crazy right once, sharing and dissecting the video clip over and over. The officiating crew caught everyone off guard by mostly ignoring the event, which infuriated heated supporters.
The president, where's Caitlin Clark? Have no fear, Caitlin Clark is here, y'all. Come on, man. MVP mode unlocked tonight. Hey, Tiffany Hayes, thank you. Salaun, thank you for unlocking the beast in CC. Come on, man. Hey, this play right here. Main thing I want to look at right here. Main thing. And then another one. That was a beautiful pass, by the way. Beautiful pass to Lexi in the corner. Look at this. Look at this.
Clark was clearly disturbed, but she maintained her composure. She downplayed the technical infraction and the possibility of a fine when reporters questioned her about it later, but it was clear that she was irritated. She acknowledged that she had gone too far and might have been eliminated from the competition.
Fun. The Indiana Fever showed a lot of fight against the Golden State Valkyries because the Valkyries came out, you know, they're a team, they have length, they have athleticism, they were hacking a little bit, and the Fever fought through it. Caitlin Clark fought through it. She had struggled against the Valkyries last year, not in this one. You know, she's been hitting the logo bombs. She's diming people up. Got the support from Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. As always, Sophie Cunningham was good off the bench. Raven Johnson made a nice impression in her minutes, and it was nice to see the Fever.
The WNBA has been looking for a big spotlight, and they've finally found it. Every time Caitlin Clark hits the court, it feels like a drama-filled reality show mixed with a high-stakes postseason game. Every physical altercation, yelling brawl, and post-play reaction becomes an instant internet phenomenon.
Beat the Valkyries for the first time after last season getting swept by them in a game that I really wanted the Indiana Fever to win. Caitlin Clark was back in the lineup, and this thing at one point turned into the Caitlin Clark versus Tiffany Hayes duel. And man, it was competitive. They were talking junk to each other. They were firing up. It was physical. They were letting each other have it. And at the end of the day, Caitlin got the better of the situation, finished the game with 22 points, 9 boards, looking every bit like the MVP candidate.
This game demonstrated that Caitlin Clark is not frightened by anyone. When they share the floor with her, reserve players suddenly appear to be elite athletes, and rival teams are obviously stepping up their intensity against her. Every competition in the league appears to be vying for a piece of the enormous media attention that surrounds her.
Man, let's get it. I'm in your face. What you had to say? What you had to say? What you had to say? What did you have to say, man? Oh, man. Hey, hold on. This not it, though. Yeah, me and you, Tiffany. Me and you. I want all that smoke. Hey, give it to Look, she like, get out my effing face. Caitlin like, yeah.
Tiffany Hayes combined aggressive defense with constant trash talk to add amazing excitement to the game. She knocked down important baskets, chased Clark around the floor, and made sure Caitlin heard what she had to say. However, Clark responded by totally controlling the activity, which is the most efficient manner an athlete can.
There was more of that feistiness I was talking about. This was right before the half. Caitlin's second technical of the season. A little bit of a shoving match. Good pass to Lexi Hull. Hull had hit one from there right before that. Janelle, Salaün, and Caitlin. And look at Myisha Hines-Allen, by the way. Come running in. So you know you got Myisha Hines-Allen. We know what, you know, how famous Sophie got for standing up for Caitlin last year. Hines-Allen not hesitant to run in and get herself involved in the action as well. And then, you know, Caitlin even got a flagrant in this one. I don't think this should have been flagrant. Definitely was a foul because she leans with this into the screen with her shoulder. I mean, I guess I could see it. They're saying she put a little extra sauce on.
The contest's entire dynamic changed as soon as Clark got her flow. She began making spectacular assists, making long three-pointers, and taking total control of the Indiana offense. She turned her rage into inspiration, demonstrating to the world why she is already a strong candidate for MVP.
A 7-point deficit about midway through the game. They were down by 7 at the half and just, you know, eventually just walked the Valkyries down. And Valkyrie were getting miracle minutes from Tiffany Hayes, who every time she sees Caitlin Clark, she just transforms into a human fireball for whatever reason. And Caitlin Chen, who averages 5 points a game and is kind of looked at like a joke, scores 18 points.
With every minute that went by, the match became more intense. Both sides were trading verbal jabs, dealing with missed whistles, setting bruising screens, and taking continuous body punches. Just before the interval, tensions reached a fever pitch and emotions spilt out, making the refereeing crew appear to lose control of the game.
You out here cooking people, huh? You got your little cross and your little back step 3 and you started popping off, huh? Let me give you some of that action. Look at that. Caitlin, yeah, I'm in your face, yeah. Hey, I love every bit of it, dog. I love every bit of it. Come on, man. They did nothing but piss Caitlin off, and Caitlin said, yeah, let me show you what time it is. You think this is first year Caitlin. Oh, wait a minute. You think this is second year Caitlin. Nah. See, this is what y'all have to understand, man. You give player 3 years, okay? You give them 3 years. Throughout that third year, you're going to see exactly who they are.
Basketball fans instantly split into opposing factions after that contentious elbow. While some claimed it was just typical, gritty professional basketball, others saw it as a dirty, uncalled strike against Clark. Slowed down video replays, outlandish ideas, and never-ending debates swiftly turned the internet into a war zone.
Basketball is a bit of a physical game. This one didn't have quite as much freedom of movement or those points of emphasis because the Valkyries were hacking early in the game. I think it got the Fever a little frustrated. The Valkyries didn't look like a team on a back-to-back. You know, they had a tough, to be fair to them, that's a tough scheduling situation to play in New York the night before and then have to go play Indiana, you know, less than 24 hours later. It's not a huge trip from New York to Indianapolis, but nonetheless, that's a tough turnaround for any basketball team.
Caitlin Clark completely changes the vibe of whatever stadium she attends, regardless of whether fans support her or not. For sports enthusiasts, every broadcast she anchors becomes a must-watch. The audiences get even louder, the officials are under intense scrutiny, and her competitors amp up their game. She has genuinely taken center stage in the sport.
One of these situations where girls are hating on Caitlin. I feel like this was just Caitlin going after the ball. The girl hit her with a chicken wing. This was, you know, the girl should have let Caitlin foul her. Maybe they would have went to the line and got some cheap free throws. I do not think this has anything to do with girls hating on Caitlin. I did not get any of that from the Valkyries today, man.
The Valkyries appear to be in perfect control for the first several minutes. They moved faster, played with more force, and completely dominated Indiana on both ends. The fever seems completely gone. That is, until one hotly contested play changed the course of events and caused a complete frenzy on the internet. Clark was clearly disturbed.